When you leave, the favor leaves with you. If you're in an environment where you're being mistreated, mishandled, abused, misused, when you leave, the favor leaves with you. I promise you that. I promise you that. It's something that I've experienced in my personal life, and also things that I'm seeing with people in this online space. Yeah. When you leave.
Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miss Kafue. So ladies, today we're doing a video about, hey, let me tell you, when you leave a toxic situation, a toxic work environment, whatever it is that was not aligned to you or meant for you or destined for you, the favor lives with you. All the good tidings, all the good things about you, they live with you. Let me tell you, some people are getting blessed just because they are connected to you. And when you disconnect, when you cut them off, you see them spiraling out of control. Ask yourself why. It's because they were connected to your good energy, to your good graces. But as soon as you walked out of their life with your grace and mercy, like it's over for them. And we've seen that before. So ladies, I don't want to start talking here. You know how I can be. But let's jump right into this video and then I'll be back to give my take on it.
The problem with men is to think that our revenge has to be seen. No. The main goal for us to revenge is for you to feel it, not for you to see it. Just because I caught you cheating, does not mean that you will catch me cheating. No, we are smart. I didn't say that we won't cheat, but you will never catch us. But you will feel it. You will feel it. Hey, you will feel it. Like you are just there and you feel your woman is not the same as she used to be. You will feel the attention has been withdrawn. You will feel no care, no love. That is the sweetness of our revenge. You will feel it.
The minute I took my energy back, I saw him clearly. Like, wait, I was stressed over this? Your love will make a man look magical. But the moment you detach, reality hits different.
When you leave, the favor leaves with you. If you're in an environment where you're being mistreated, mishandled, abused, misused, when you leave, the favor leaves with you. I promise you that. I promise you that. It's something that I've experienced in my personal life, and also things that I'm seeing with people in this online space. Yeah. When you leave, the favor leave with you. Your life is gonna blossom. You're gonna get everything that you pray for. You're gonna get everything that you deserve, that you desire. And when you look back at them people's life and how they doing in life, they're gonna be struggling in some kind of way. They're gonna be going through hell in some kind of way. In some aspect, in some kind of way, they're gonna be struggling in some kind of way. Whether it's mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, they living situation. Because when you got with them, that's why it seemed like they were doing good. When y'all were connected, it seemed like they were doing good. But no, they lied. They put on a facade just to connect with you or just to be around you, right? And you were seeing their true colors. You were seeing who they actually are. Mask was slipping. They doing all kind of stuff towards you, abusing you, misusing you, mishandling you, doing you all kind of way, calling you everything but a child of God. But as soon as you got up out of there and you bounced, everything went to shambles with them. And your life leveled up. You started to slowly step into everything that God has for you. Because the favor of God has been on your life the whole time. A lot of people be being blessed because they connected to you. But when you leave, that's how you know That's how you know who that person was truly connected to and what their intentions were for you, to bring you down with them. The enemy's whole mission is to steal, kill, and destroy. And a lot of people don't make it up out of them situations. A lot of people don't get out and heal. A lot of people actually get out of those situations and will get stuck. Okay? A lot of people don't make it out all the way. But I want you to understand, when you are favored, when you are divinely protected, when you have God, when you are a genuine person, when you not no nasty person just out here doing people dirty for no reason, when you not that type of person, you receive everything that is supposed to be yours. And them people life be going to shambles while you thriving. And it's crazy how it works, but we reap what we sow. Whatever seeds you plant, baby, that's what kind of garden you gonna get. That's what kind of garden you gonna get. I mean, what happens when you start a garden and you plant different type of seeds? If you plant watermelon seeds, you're gonna get a watermelon. If you plant evil, you're gonna get evil in return. You're gonna get bad. You're gonna get some rotten fruit. Okay? But when you plant good, when you plant love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. Oh, baby, that garden gonna be beautiful. Okay? That garden gonna be beautiful, plentiful, sweet fruit. Okay? That's the fruit of the Spirit. See, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have the fruit of the Spirit. A lot of people they ignore the Holy Spirit, and they allow demonic spirits to use them to plant those weed seeds, is what I like to call them. And they get a garden full of weeds. No good, no fruit, no nothing, just weeds. Wow, your garden flourishing with all kind of beautiful flowers and yummy fruits and veggies and just goodness. And they be suffering. When you left or when you leave, the favor leaves with you. I promise you that. Mark my word. I love you.
Abusive men. Abusive men do not start to suffer until the woman that they hurt starts to heal. Now I want you to let that sink in for a minute, because from personal experience, this, friend, is a cold, hard fact. It wasn't until I decided to leave my abuser back in 2008 that he actually started to hurt and feel it. But don't get me wrong, it was short-lived. It's almost like he became obsessed once I decided to walk away, but that's how the cycle goes. That is a whole nother story for another day. Anyway, the truth is, when he is lying, disrespecting you, cheating, he thinks that you will never walk away. He thinks that your loyalty means that he can keep doing whatever he wants and that you will keep on taking it. But the moment you leave, the moment he sees you picking yourself back up, glowing again, healing for real, that is when his suffering starts. It's not while you're crying in the dark, begging him to change. It's when you finally stop crying. It's when you stop checking his phone, and when you start loving yourself again and loving yourself enough to never go back. That is when reality slaps him right square in the face. And that is the hardest, when he knows it's over, that the girl that he thought he could break and could still keep on pulling on a string, she's gone for good. That is the part they never expect. That is the sweetest part. See, they'll watch you suffer for years with no guilt, but the second you try to heal, that is when their real pain begins, and I welcome it. Because when those tables turn, it is the sweetest revenge that you could ever taste. If this hits home, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and follow me for more real talk on narcissistic abuse and healing.
You have someone crashing out because they tried to replace you and realize that your energy is one of a kind. So you had someone that was ungrateful, someone that wasn't appreciating your efforts, and they thought that the grass would be greener on the other side. But as soon as they either cut you off, discarded you, or they did something behind your back, they found out quickly that the grass is not greener on the other side. They went to somebody else, thought they could siphon them, and that person was actually siphoning them, doing them dirty, this and that. And then now they're realizing, like, you know what, the person that I was with was actually like a cool person to be with. And now they're crashing out because they're trying to get back into your energy. But you've became wiser, and you understand that, like, hey, look, you're not going to be anyone's second choice. If that person wants to go out there and try to find a better supply or better energy, then they are better to just stay over there, and you're better to find someone that's actually going to appreciate your energy.
And the reason why I be telling women to close their legs too is because you got men who are spiritually manipulative out here, and they are sleeping with women and using your energy to go get good. There, I told you something. Don't say I ain't never tell you nothing. So if you wondering why you drained and why you can't do this, why you can't do that, you feel like you losing your shit, check that man that you dealing with, because they do that. Women do it too, but I don't sleep with women, so I'm not into that business. But when you opening your legs to somebody who does not want the best for you, automatic destruction. Automatic. He can even play like you want the best for you and try to take your shit, your currency.
This is a PSA to all the men out there that are trying to find a woman who is healed and farther in her journey than you. You ain't ready for that shit. You ever lived with Dr. Phil? You ever lived with Dr. Bryant? You questioning that? I thought I was farther along in my healing journey. I thought I knew who I was till I met a woman who is actually healed. I don't even know who the fuck I am anymore. This shit is it, bruh. When you find a woman that's healed, you need to be prepared, okay? Because she's going to bring out everything about you. And it's not that she's doing it to hurt you. She's doing it out of a place of love because she wants to see you grow. But when she's doing it, you be like, who the fuck you talking to? You don't know me. You don't know my trauma. I got childhood trauma. I'm talking about a woman so healed, she making you realize that you've been the problem in every one of your relationships. I've been the problem the whole time. I'm talking about a woman that got you in the mirror talking to yourself like, I am amazing, I am positive, I am strong, I am healed, I am a child of God. Are you ready for that, brother? Prepare yourself for these healed women, man. They're gonna bring some shit about you you ain't know was in there. That's all I got to say.
This girl was saying how calling your energy back is so real, because when you call your energy back, you will begin to purge all of the emotions that were tied to that situation that you're still holding on to. I have been crying for days, and one day it got so bad that I was crying in my car, right? And my kids was in the car. I was dropping them off at school, and I was like, I gotta suck it in at least till I get the kids at the car. I was standing up in my kitchen and I was cooking. Out of nowhere, tears started rolling down my face, and I had to turn away from my kids because it was just coming too fast. But if this happens to you, remember that these moments are sacred, and remember to give yourself space to feel, space to release, and don't shame yourself while doing it. It's like God is cleansing you and cleaning you, and God is trying to get all of this gunk out of you so that you can move past the situation and just carry on with your life so that God can continue to bless you, honey. But if this has happened to you, all that crying and you don't know why you so emotional, it's probably because you call your energy back and you probably don't even remember. You probably forgot that you did that.
One of the biggest indicators that you're giving a man too much of your energy is the fact that you feel anxious. That is the biggest one by far. If you are always checking your phone to see if he texts you, you're trying to figure out why he didn't call you, why he didn't text you, what he's doing, you're just always in your head about that man, that is a big indicator that you need to reel it back, hun. It is okay to be a lover girl in the sense that you're in love with a man. There's nothing wrong with being in love with a man. I don't really make that decentering men content. I just don't. I think it's very natural for women to want to have a partner, to want to have a man, and I think it's natural for men to want women. I am not on that. What I will say is that in those moments, that is when you need to kind of get like that little bit of reality check that, hey, I'm giving this too much of my energy, and right now what I need to do is to do a check-in with myself to see, okay, if my mind has been on this all day or for the past 2 days, my mind has all been on this man, why he isn't doing this, why he isn't doing that, why he isn't behaving like he normally is. I need to put that energy back into myself. That means I need to start doing more of my hobbies. If my room is not clean, I need to clean my room, clean that closet out. I need to put my mind elsewhere on something that has to do with me. Whether that's being creative, if you're an artsy person, getting back into doing that, whatever it is. And if you don't have any hobbies outside of that man, if you don't have anything going, you need to figure something out. You need to find something to do, because there are always going to be, you're going to always go through that, whether you're in a relationship or if you're just dating, you're always going to go through those periods of feeling a little bit anxious. And those are the times when you need to pull your energy back. It's not so much that you have to block them or you have to stop talking to them or anything like that. It's just that you need to be more focused on you, mama. Whatever they're doing and whatever reason they have for not texting you and talking to you all day, or whatever it is, they may be going through something personal themselves. Whatever the case is, you need to be putting energy into you. And it's going to feel a little unnatural at first, especially when they do start to try to give you that attention and they are like, okay, trying to figure out what's going on with you because you're not so consumed with them. Like, they can feel that you're not so consumed with them and that you're doing something else. They just don't know what it is. And like I said, it's going to feel like I want to be able to talk to them like this is what I wanted. But you also have to remember that these are just little reality checks for you. Like, hey, boo-boo, that man is not going to make you he's not going to make you his everything. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's very important to have individualism within relationships and within, whatever you're doing. If you're just dating, if you're in a relationship, it's very important to continue that. Your life and your cup should still be full outside of that man. So you need to find some stuff that you like to do. And in my opinion, it's also your spirit telling you that you shifted from peace to being in pursuit. And we do not want to be in pursuit of men. That anxiousness is your nervous system responding to inconsistency. And if you're being honest with yourself, you're doing too much. You're emotionally chasing someone who isn't matching your energy. And that anxiousness is like your mind trying to catch up to what your body already knows. Also, that anxiousness is not a sign that you care. It's a sign that you've lost balance. When a woman is emotionally disciplined, she's not anxious. She's observant. You can care a lot about somebody and still be grounded in your peace. When you're feeling anxious behind a man, that is your reminder to pull your energy back into you, what you like, what you want to do. Focus on the stuff that you enjoy, hun. And put the damn phone down. You don't need to be checking it. He texts you when he texts you. If you see that shit 3 hours later, then you see that shit 3 hours later. Whoop-de-doo.
Hey, they say take your energy back and they'll come. Or leave it alone and it'll come. Why would I take my energy back from something that I actually want? If I leave it alone, that means I don't want it. This means recenter your energy. You've been approaching what you want from a place of desperation. So how do you know when it's desperation? It's nervous excitement. You feel like you may never get another chance at this. And so you either consciously or subconsciously push and pull, force, worry, fret, beg and plead, and your focus is on the absence of the opportunity. This makes your breath shallow and it causes resistance and pushes you further away from what you want. It's when you get better at deepening the breath flowing in and out of your body so that you can feel more grounded, feel more centered. And that centeredness is the feeling of having what it is that you want already. And that feeling draws what you actually want closer to you. And when you get the physical evidence of it, you'll know that it's for you based on that feeling. If it's opposite of that feeling, it's not yours.
When I realized that it was my energy and my validation that a narcissist needed, oh baby, I got to work. They will really have you out here feeling like you need them. You need their validation. You need their energy. They something to lose. Whole time it's you. You hold the power. They need your energy to get up and go every day. They can't live without your energy because your energy is potent. Their energy is low vibrational. You don't need that shit. They need you. I need you to realize that. I need you to. I need you to. I need you to. I need you to. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker made you think. And no, I'm not just talking about narcissistic partners. I'm talking about any narcissist that you cut off. Your mammy, your grandma, your siblings, your daddy, your narcissistic family. Little do you know, you the one that's holding all of that shit together. You the one that's holding your narcissistic family together. You're the one that's holding any narcissistic bond that you've ever had together. I know you've realized that you was the one doing all the work, Come on now, you know that. Listen to me when I'm trying to tell you something. You don't need that narcissist's validation. They need yours. Once you take your energy back, once you steal your power back, you send them motherfuckers into a spiral, into a narcissistic collapse. Do your research on those. Baby, they whole life change in seconds. Try it for yourself and see. And not because you want revenge or you want to feel powerful, but do it because you need to do it. They add no value to your life. They only tear you down. They only destroy you. They only steer you from your purpose, your divine purpose, the one that God put in place for you. It is January motherfucking 1st. Cut all them motherfuckers off. It's 2026. You have a clean slate. You don't need no distractions. You don't need nobody trying to stop you. You don't need nobody tearing you down. You don't need nobody in your ear feeding you insecurities, their insecurities, because you know all them motherfuckers do is project. You don't need no motherfuckers around you that's suppressing your funds. You don't need nobody around you that's giving you conditional love. Once these motherfuckers do something for you, they expect something in return, and more than what the fuck they gave you. Listen, cut that shit off today. And I mean it. Cut it off and watch your life get better. And it's gonna start today. The day you cut a narcissist off is the day that your life gets better. I mean what I say. I love you.
Suddenly, a woman become the bad person when she return the favor. Bro, you been doing you. As soon as she return the favor, she become the bad person. All along, you was the bad person. And you're not gonna hate me, boy, you know. And I don't give a fuck.
Did you know if someone does a destiny swap on you and you call back your power, did you know what happens? Just hear me out. All those unauthorized links, those type of connections, parasitic attacks, you sever all that. You regain your essence. Any type of foreign imprint, you clear all that. You regain mental clarity, like that mental fog that you had, that you didn't know where it came from. You regain all of that. All of that clears up. You may also have like an emotional release, followed by a deep sense of peace and grounding. Your luck will return, and the person who did it will feel that cutoff. They will feel the detachment. They will feel the swap. They will experience it. They will feel a sense of loss and confusion once your power is returned. Trust me, if someone did a destiny swap on you, just stay pure in your intentions. Do your destiny swap. Make sure you do your aftercare. Make sure you always ground. And make sure when you do your destiny swap, when you do your reclaiming your power, calling back your energy, make sure you do it from a sovereign state, not from a place of like fear or vengeance. Because you are not attacking, you are rightfully claiming your power back. There is no need for all that. It's yours. Some people do a verbal declaration. Some people do visualizations. And some people do rituals and meditations.
How to get your power back when you lost it to a man. Simple. Go cold turkey. When he can predict your every move, then he has the power. But when he can't predict your every move, you have the power. Go cold turkey. If you're used to calling him all the time and texting him, stop texting him. Stop calling him. Now, if you have issues identifying your values and your boundaries in relationships, I recommend getting the High Value Woman workbook. You do the exercises to become emotionally intelligent and start identifying your values and boundaries.
Someone said, men don't start to suffer until that woman they hurt starts to heal. Let that sink in. Men don't start to suffer until that woman they hurt starts to heal. When a man is sitting there and dragging you through everything, cheating on you, doing you wrong, doesn't think you'll ever leave because you stayed so long, and then you leave, and they see you starting to heal, or they see you get with a man that is finally treating you the way you deserve, that's when the suffering really starts. Now it's the reality that there is no going back. You lost that girl. And that's when they really, like, reality starts to set in. And that's when they realize, like, this is no more. Like, this girl is gone. And it is so true. They will watch you suffer all these years based on their actions. And then now when they're like, oh, she's really healed. Oh, she's getting what she deserves. It's like a panic mode because they realize you're gone.
I've been meaning to hop on here and talk about what happened yesterday, but I was busy. Everybody's talking about Cardi and Stefan and what happened. But that is the true definition of when a woman is a man's blessing and when she snatches her energy back. You saw how he damn near lost everything. Like, he wasn't even playing to his full capacity or potential. See, Cardi was the battery. She's not beating the good luck charm allegations. Number one. And men like Stefan like to think that it's off of their own strength while they're winning so hard. And some of it is, yes, could be. But it was because of her. Why he was actually sowing good deeds and accomplishing a lot. Look at all the women Stefan has been with, even down to Tay Haggard. We ain't never seen as much attention or seeing him go hard when he was with her exclusively and still cheating or whatever. But he picked the most inopportune time to want to think you bigger than the program. The Super Bowl. That lets me know how these niggas don't be thinking for real. They just really self-sabotage and be so stupid. Because why? And then you only did 5 yards? Like he wasn't even playing at his full potential. You chose to mess up on the most important day. I see everybody talking about both of them. Listen, I knew when she told that man good luck, and in the manner she told that man good luck in, it was over. It wasn't going to fare well. And now we see why. His little best friend who was actually messing with Offset and got pregnant for him, and Offset had to pay for her to get an abortion or whatever. Like, that's who you chose to bring around during the Super Bowl. Her nemesis. Plus, okay, your baby mamas, all of them trying to vie for his attention because Cardi in the picture. Oh yes, we're going to see who he likes the most. And I respect Cardi for allowing them. She let them have it while she went and did her and had her a good old time this past weekend in the Bay. Listen, at the end of the day, Stefan was a rebound. Anyway, here's the thing. Stefan was a rebound from Offset. And then the rebound turned into a blessing, which was touchdown. And sometimes that happens. Shit, it happened to me when I left an ex that I was with for 4 years and quickly got into a relationship with somebody else and had my second son. So it happens. But here's the thing. Somebody said Offset won because of how basically everything transpired. But to be honest, he didn't win. At the end of the day, or he didn't have the last laugh. Cardi gonna always have the last laugh. You know why? Because one, she dealt with Stefan with pure intentions. And if y'all remember, when she said, when she was contemplating on dealing with him, he brought God into the equation. Made him seem like he was the man of God. And so Cardi is a woman of God. So she put it in prayer. And she dealt with him. Okay. And again, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Because see, when you mess with people who lead with intention and have a pure heart, whether friendship, relationship, and you try to play them like they stupid, when they're very tapped in and in tune and they know what's going on. So it's very rare that you could throw anything past them. All we ever ask for people is to be honest. So when they don't do that, life is gonna life for these people in such a way that of course they're gonna think they've done something, when actually it's just the fact that when God don't play about his people, life be very different for them, and not in a way that they think, because they think that they're going to win on their own, but they don't. Trust me, Cardi's going to be okay. She did go on live, I think, and said that she was single. And look at that. Pick the most time to do this, and nigga, you about to go to court for all this stuff. It's going to be an interesting next couple of months during this off season. Mark my words. And if they get back together, it's all good. It should happen. It happens. They got a child together. But this is the prime example of, so again, women, when we tell y'all to take back your power, take back your energy, especially when you're dealing with a man and thinking he's bigger than a program, this is the prime example of what happens. The blessings that was overflowing for him while you were in his life automatically comes to a stop when you call your power back and your energy. She told that man good luck and kept it pushing. And we saw how that luck turned out for him. It's a beautiful thing to see. Plus, she's going on tour. She has a lot more things to focus on at this time on top of her children. So, yeah. He's going to come back to her apologizing and stuff. But, even though she should stay single for a little bit, but man, she should really give Pooh Shiesty a chance though. I could see that.
So I've said this video can apply to a lot of situations, but in this scenario, we're talking about living toxic relationships. Let me tell you, hey, as women, we all know a guy who did us so wrong that we left them and their life started spiraling. Maybe not in the beginning or maybe not immediately, but karma quickly caught up with them. Let me tell you, karma will never miss an address and karma is never late. And we've seen this in our own lives. Like for me, let me tell you, since I was a child, my mom used to tell me that I'm a witch. And, oh my God, I don't know why she used to say that. Because, why she used to say that is because every time someone wronged us or every time someone wronged her or looked down on her, and then she comes telling me, opening her heart towards me. And at that time, I was like 8 years, 9 years. And I will tell her, mark my words, that woman will close that shop. You see that shop that she's bragging with, she will close it. And mark my words, that is the exact thing that used to happen. So that's how my mom ended up calling me a witch. And in another scenario, I remember it was a whole supermarket. I don't know what you call them there. What will I say? Like these grocery shops in the neighborhood. Like it was a big one. Over here they're called supermarkets. So I remember it was a new supermarket and the only supermarket in the area at that time. And we went there, and that the woman there, like, I don't know how she carried us or whatever, but we felt like really despised or something. And I told my mom, don't worry, this supermarket will close down also. And when I was a child, I don't know how I knew this, but guess what? They closed down. They really did. By then they really did, which was so crazy. It was so crazy. So let me tell you, me personally, anyone who has wronged me in my life or wronged someone I really care about, someone who I'm really connected with, they end up suffering. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I won't be mentioning who and how, but and they know themselves. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Like, most people who made me suffer in my life are really going through it right now. Like, these people can even be going through it by seeing you successful, seeing that you're not struggling anymore, seeing you do better than them. That is a struggle. That is a struggle they have to wake up every day to. That is a reality they have to wake up every day to. The fact that they underestimated you and God blessed you without them being in the picture after all they did, like, that is a struggle. That is the favor that left them. Now they could be benefiting from the favor, from good graces, but they cut themselves off. And there's nothing as good as people cutting themselves off right before the blessings arrive. Let me tell you, I've seen it with my own two eyes. So never doubt endings, never doubt, like, whenever a friendship ends, whenever a relationship ends, never fight hard to keep it, never even try. Like, let it sink. If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. Let me tell you something. And something that is meant for you won't confuse you and won't make you lack peace. And it will readjust your needs. Let me tell you, it will readjust your needs, it will respect your needs, it will respect your peace of mind. That is what I've learned. And women's revenge is to be felt, not seen. And in this case, it's the same way. Let your revenge, let you walking away be felt and also be seen, because they see how you glow up. They see, like, you know a healed person when you see one. Let's not lie to each other. You know when you see one. They know it. They see it in you. They know you. They know. So when they see your eyes, they can see the spark returning. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you learned a lot. Let me tell you something. Some people are not to be messed with. Some people are really children of God. Some people are really chosen. Let me tell you the truth. So don't mess with them. And then they genuinely cry to God about what you've done to them on their knees. Oh my God, you'll suffer. You'll suffer. You don't mess with everyone out here. Be very careful. Be very careful going against people. Huh? Let me tell you, you can even be punished until your fourth generation. Be very careful with the kind of seeds you're even planting for your children. Some people in this life are suffering because of the mistakes of their parents, not even their own mistakes. Be very careful. You can cause that to your children. Anyway, I've said enough. Enough has been said. Please have a nice day, a nice night, a nice evening, whatever time this is finding you and wherever it's finding you. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.